Dear students of 10th class, today we are going to discuss on direct and indirect speech, what you call narration. Three to four marks are being asked to you in the examination in this regard, and you can open page number 169 of your textbook, 10th class textbook, Tulip Series, English, and there are some questions on this domain, narration. Dear students, the words of a speaker are always narrated in two ways. First of all, we may quote his actual words. We may quote the actual words of a speaker within inverted commas, what we call direct speech or direct narration. Direct speech. And at times we may give substance to what the speaker has said, and we may not quote those words within inverted commas, and that very aspect of speech is called indirect speech or indirect narration. Now, dear students, let me explain you briefly what this direct and indirect narration is. Let's take an example. He says, Ashraf is reading. Next example, he says, he will say, Ashraf is reading. Now, here there is a verb. This is subject, he, and this is a verb. This verb, what we call the reporting verb, the verb which introduces the reported speech, the words which are quoted within these inverted commas, it is called reported speech, because these are the actual words of a speaker. Ashraf is reading. This is called reported speech. Reported speech. The words which are quoted within inverted commas is known as reported speech, and the verb which introduces the reported speech, it is called reporting verb. A reporting verb. Now, we will change this sentence. He says Ashraf is reading. Here the reporting verb, it is in present tense. And if the reporting verb is in present tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech, it remains unchanged. And we can write like that. He says that Ashraf is reading. Now you see over here, the reporting verb is always separated from the reported speech by means of a comma, and the reported speech, that is the actual words of the speaker, these are quoted, it is quoted within inverted commas. And also you see here, the first word after inverted commas, it always begins with a capital letter. Now, in case of indirect speech, no comma is used to separate a reporting verb from the reported speech, but a conjunction is used. That it is conjunction, is a conjunction. A conjunction that is used to connect the reporting verb with the reported speech in the indirect narration. So, let us illustrate this one. He will say, here, will say, it is future tense, will say. And if the reporting verb, it is in future tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech, it remains unchanged. Because here is remained unchanged, it is not changed into was, as the reporting verb is in the present tense. So is remains same. Now in the same way, here reporting verb, it is future tense, the tense of the verb, that is in the reported speech, it will also remain unchanged, and only we have to make use of a conjunction that. We will change it likewise. He will say that Ashraf is reading. Now, dear students, in narration, we are having a set of rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. First of all, we will take the rule for change of tenses. Rule for change of tenses. Rule for change of tenses. Change of tenses. First of all, I will provide you a set of rules, and then I will cite examples to illustrate this. First rule: if the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech always remains unchanged. It is rule for change of tenses. Then we have to see rule for change of personal pronouns. And now, next rule for changing tenses we are having, if the reporting verb is in the past tense. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the present tense of the verb in the reported speech changes into corresponding past. If the reporting verb is in the present tense, अगर reporting verb present tense में होगा, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, अगर reporting verb past tense में होगा, जो टेंस होता है वर्ब का रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में, दैट विल बी चेंज्ड इनटू कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग पास्ट। रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में जो वर्ब का टेंस है वो कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग पास्ट में चेंज हो जाएगा। व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट मीन्स दैट प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट changes into past indefinite. Present continuous changes into past continuous. Present perfect changes into past perfect. Present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous and all that. And tomorrow I will deliver on how these changes occur with the help of examples. Thanks a lot.